Good morning everybody, happy Monday. My Monday started off really well actually until Georgia turned up for work because both Georgia and Sarah then decided to sit down and gossip and spend all their time going through my privated videos on, look at them, on YouTube. Really don't like...
You can get them back up and show them.
Do you know what though?
The Halloween one was very
Do you know,
good.
I win. I win because Georgia's fired and Sarah's dumped. So... off you go, bye. Yeah, so they've been watching me do, what was I doing? Halloween from way back when.
The camera held a bit higher, like it was almost like fisheye.
Listen,
right up here.
Listen.
Hello?
I don't know why either of you are still here.
Do it for just for a throwback.
No, absolutely not. So I was actually in a really good mood, and then they've just been torturing me for ages. Welcome to a vlog. Oh yeah, now they're watching me do Zayn Malik hair. Do you remember, if you've been watching me for like nearly 10 years now, I started off doing like hair tutorials and stuff.
10 years?
Nearly 10 years.
You should celebrate 10 years on YouTube.
They're also trying to convince me to do some sort of 10-year celebration. I'm not the kind of guy that likes to sort of bask in his own like achievements or whatever, but these two like do something for 10 years. Sarah's suggestion is that I either go camping. So my first ever video that still remains on YouTube is me talking about camping. It's really, really embarrassing. So Sarah said I should go camping and use my advice to see if I survive. Also, her second idea was that I just do some of the biggest. Do you remember like all the tags, like the cinnamon challenge and chubby bunny? She was like, just go and do loads of them in like a 10-minute video where you just do like one a minute. I hate both those ideas. And Georgia was like, well, at least do like a caption in an Instagram. So maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know. Either way.
10 in 10.
No, I'm not doing 10 in 10. So.
I did stop and then start looking at videos of.
They soon got bored of me, and then went on my brother's Instagram. I started looking at pictures. Oh, that's so cute! Pictures of my niece Bobby. She's delicious, isn't she? Aww. She's delightful. You know I love Fun fact about Bobby is that she's not keen on me. She's better now. For a while, she wasn't keen on me, and we had a theory that it's because I look a lot like my brother. So when she'd see me, she'd be like, wait a second, and she was really suspicious. Everyone else in my family, you'd pass her around like happy as Larry, really relaxed, and you pass her to me, she'd just freak out. She's better now, and I think it's because she can recognise me as someone who isn't daddy, but is a separate person. What are you doing there, kid?
Chucking it because you won't help me.
No, that's not true. This puzzle has been here since... Oh, blimey, don't just pull it apart. We started this puzzle last...
Doesn't matter anymore because according to the video 2
August.
minutes ago you dumped me, so I'm taking my puzzle with me.
Are you sulking? This puzzle last August, and then the house happened and we had loads of work done, so we've just been kind of storing it places where it wouldn't fall to bits.
It's covered in builder's dust anyway.
It's covered in builder's dust, and then we got it back out when we had done this room and just haven't looked at it since. And it's just sat there, and I quite like this footstool poofy thing. Just prefer it without bits of puzzle over it. And I didn't want to put it away because Sarah's been working hard at it, and I thought, well, let's just move it somewhere else.
Were you going to help me finish it?
And now she's got mad.
Were you going to help me finish it?
No, I can't guarantee I was. You've done so much of it though, mate.
Of it.
So the beauty of today is that Georgia and I don't really have any pressing deadlines, any major plans, so we're going to experiment a bit. We're back in the kitchen. I've only used this kitchen once to film in so far, and that was for a baking video. It looked really good, and that was also before I had a few other things. Like I didn't have that table there or the chairs there, didn't have the chalkboard wall, the clock wasn't up, so it looks a bit sort of bare. All we're waiting on now is actually getting a cushion made for this little bit. But we're going to make a cocktail video. We haven't done a cocktail video since, was it Christmas 2018, G?
Yeah.
Wow, a long time ago. But we're going to try and mix it up a little bit, make it look a bit sexy. We're going to take our time with it. That's it. We're making a margarita, so I've got all my ingredients. You'll have to wait and see on my Instagram for the finished product. Enjoying a margarita?
This is one of the best I've ever had.
Right, isn't it really good?
Sure.
The good thing, and I forgot the good thing about making these videos, is that you have to kind of make like 3 to get the footage and everything, and there's 3 of us, there's me, Georgia and Sarah. So we're all enjoying a margarita. It's 2:15 in the afternoon. It's a Monday. It's really just a very relaxing experience to have just a single drink among friends while creating some excellent content. Today is a very good kitchen-based day. Not only have we made margaritas, Sarah is now baking. Are these vegan, vegetarian? What are they?
They could be vegan, but I'm not going to put vegan chocolate in.
Okay, so you're
So
putting milky
everything
chocolate.
in the base, but not the chocolate.
Essentially, cookies, but without butter and sugar?
Oh,
No.
there's sugar.
Without butter and what? Oh, there's sugar. What's your favourite food, Sarah? So what? Hang on, you're just changing the butter for coconut oil.
No, eggs.
Eggs.
Because I can't eat eggs.
That's right.
You
Oh
do know
yes,
this.
the new thing. Well, not a new thing. We've come to a realization that Sarah can't eat eggs solo. Like in things, but
I looked on the internet,
Right.
and apparently this is a really common thing that people have. I never know when to look when you're vlogging. Do I talk to you?
oh, whatever. Depends who you want to communicate with.
I'm going to concentrate on this. It's really common when people have just like a single egg, so like
Yeah.
a poached egg or like boiled egg. So if it's in things, they don't mind as much, but a singular egg really upsets the tummy.
Our friend Millie has a sister who calls it sudden egg sensitivity disorder, which is absolute bollocks, I think. But what I won't argue with is the fact that every time Sarah eats like eggs on their own, scrambled, fried, poached, anyway, she always feels a bit funny. So we're trying like eggless recipes. Currently, I can't open it because I've got my hands full. But in this Tupperware thing, this tin, there are the best cookies.
They've all been eaten, you know.
Have they? They're all gone.
Oh no. Oh, you've added them for these are the best ones, the Fortune ones.
They were for Christmas.
Not made from us.
These are our healthy cookies with oats and goji berries. That one's half eaten by me. These are the cookies without eggs and butter, but with vegetable oil instead.
Yeah, I've used coconut oil this time.
Gotcha. Okay. And then, also in the oven, Sarah is making. This is a tart or a flan?
A tart.
A tart. Basically for snacks, I get really snacky. And then I just end up eating rubbish. So Sarah has very kindly, she loves being in the kitchen, has made me sort of like snacks that I can just go to the fridge and gobble up that aren't gonna like make me fat, basically. Very busy right now, me and Georgia. We are looking for some sound effects for some video content, and Georgia's on this website where you can find them. We've just invented a new game where Georgia plays the sound effect without telling me anything. I have to guess what the sound effect is, and then she will tell me if I'm right or wrong. So far, I'm on 0%. It's really hard. Go.
I can't guarantee these are going to be easy or good.
Yeah, it sounds to me like when you drop a mic, you know, when you get a lapel mic and you drop it down your top. That's what that sounds like. Say it again. Not opening a packet of crisps.
A cabbage.
A cabbage?
Yeah.
What? Dropping down the stairs? Just say cabbage.
Really? Food, cabbage, open 1.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
So obscure, this game. Slicing something. That's definitely a slice. Ooh.
These are all the same.
Oh. Ooh. Was that
You
one?
might have just had some in your lunch.
Is that one sound effect? That
No, these are like different sounds for the same food.
might have just had some. Corn.
Yeah,
Slicing. Corn.
just corn.
Just corn. Just corn.
Just a corn shuck. Yeah.
I love how there's no context. It's just a vegetable.
Yeah, that's just the noise that corn makes.
Are we on the vegetable section?
Food.
Okay, food section. Go. That's someone eating. Play it again. That sounds horrendous. That's someone eating. Someone? Oh, doorbell. I've got no idea. Hang on, to be continued. Sarah just returned. We didn't have enough flour, so that was the doorbell. Sarah, guess this sound.
I can't find it. Give me a second.
That's horrible.
What is it?
Is that like a dog drinking from a water bowl?
No, closer. Well,
it-
no, you're not close to all actually.
My guess is it's like someone
Does sound
eating
like
watermelons, a very juicy fruit.
that. Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
That's the first one I've got right.
Accurate.
That's not a food.
Well, it's sort of like food sounds. So
Try again. No, it sounds like a roasting tin or something.
Is it popcorn?
No,
Am I close?
no.
Oh, I'm not going to get there, am I?
It's fast food ice.
So obscure. Here's our tart, looking very good, with a ground almond. Oh my god, it's still hot! I burnt my finger. It's got ground almonds rather than pastry, so slightly less bad for you. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then here are our cookies. I say our cookies. Sarah's cookies that I'm going to eat. Looking very nice. Do you need these squishing? Should I squish them down?
No.
Oh, they're
What I'm going to do,
Go on.
when I read this, and I don't know if this is true or not, but
Right.
I'm going to do it anyway because it's fun. You put them in for like 5 or 6 minutes, and then halfway through you take them out and go, and it surface area.
Oh,
Or sciencey.
okay.
Don't understand what that means, but apparently it,
Fine, alright. I'll go with that.
yeah.
I forgot to film it because I'm terrible at my job, but there's a cookie missing there, and it was really good. I actually think the coconut oil made them better than last time, not only because maybe they're slightly less bad for you, is that right? Not using vegetable oil, using coconut oil instead?
I don't know, I'm not a nutritionist.
I mean, either way,
I
there's
feel
loads of
like
sugar in them.
in my head it's a better thing, but
Fine. They're not healthy for you, they're cookies, but it does give it like a really subtle coconutty taste, which I'm totally into, so yeah, cookies are approved. I've come to the conclusion I either need a new girlfriend or a new assistant, because these two together have been bullying me all day long. I don't know, we should put it to the vote. You two choose, which one of you is going?
remember who edits this?
This is true.
Just by Sarah.
They
on
keep
the screen.
saying they keep saying I'm like Bruce Willis in Friends, you know, where he looks in the mirror and he keeps going, "You're a neat guy." And Sarah's been saying that about me for days, and now George is in on the joke, and before you know it, I've spent all day just listening to their shit. If I'm Bruce Willis from Friends, you're like,
That would make
you're a
Rachel,
Monica. You're
isn't
definitely
it?
a Monica.
No.
Yeah.
You're Bruce Willis. He dates Rachel, so I'd be Rachel.
We're not basing it on who's dating who. You're a Monica, right? Isn't she a Monica?
You did just whip up a tart and some cookies.
Yeah.
That would
I'll
make-
also take that. She's cool.
Who would I be?
Phoebe.
You can say that.
You'd be Phoebe. I think you might be Monica too.
Mine.
Yeah. Mine.
So it was really raining, and the thing is about this part of the house is it's really lovely and you get natural light. But when there is no natural light, natural night, when there is no natural light, you're just screwed. It's very blue and like gross out there now. It's been raining, so the lighting isn't great. To finish today's vlog, I'm going to go through a few new additions to my life that have just made the world a better place. I'm going to start with this guy here. It's really weird that I'm sitting on the floor and not on the chair, but I wanted to show you the chair. This chair comes from a website called Rockets and George, who actually I've got a few things for the house from, but it's not by Rockets and George, it's by a brand called... Do you remember, Sarah?
No.
No, I'll find it, I'll put it in the description box for you. I got 3 of these for my dining room table through there. So I've got a bench on one side, then there's a table, and then there's 3 of these. I just really like them because, you know, they've got this bit here. They are also not cheap, but much more reasonably priced compared to some other ones I was looking at. These were like 125 each, or something like that, which is not cheap, I know that. But I was looking at chairs that I really liked, and they were like £200 plus, and it just seemed a bit excessive. So, yeah, just practical and pretty. That's why I like them. The next thing I want to introduce you to is this. This is a terrarium, but it's in a stormtrooper helmet. To be honest, this doesn't represent the terrarium as such, it represents kind of all the plants in my house. I'm very planty, and I like having my house feel green and a little bit alive. I'm experimenting with this. I bought a terrarium kit, and I bought the glass helmet here. Essentially, you put clay at the bottom, like clay pebbles, so the plants aren't sitting in their own water, and then you layer it up with like soil and charcoal and like bits and bobs. And I went to a local plant shop and I said to a person, I've got a terrarium, what I put in it, and they recommended these plants. I'm not sure what the plants are, but there's 3 in there. One's a bit purpley, the others are green. You put some water in there, and then you just leave it for the rest of the time. And because it's closed off, I've got a big cork in the back here, it should essentially just look after itself, as long as you don't like scorch it, so it goes in a place that gets sunlight, but not too much. And I'm really intrigued to see how it goes. Next up, these, a pair of trainers. These are by Closed. They're quite chunky, but I'm actually increasingly into it. The whole kind of chunky trainer thing has been getting bigger and bigger, and I feel like trainers have been getting chunkier and chunkier. This is about my limit. These are my closed, but I like them because other than the chunkiness, they're quite simple, but just also really, really comfy because you've got this much sole. It's so squishy, and they kind of go up at the back here. So when you walk, it does sort of feel like you're sort of walking. To begin with, a little bit strange, but they're basic and they're simple and they're comfy, but also right now super stylish. So I like them. They're from closed. I also have this here. This is by Watson Wolf and it's totally vegan. I'm all about being organised. My office, I have about 3 of these in various sizes. Some I use for writing, some I use for important documents, some I use for bits and bobs. This one I'm going to keep my passport in and other like travel-y stuff, and it's all really handy. So it's vegan. I think it's made of mushroom, I'm not too sure. But really practical. You've got a pocket in the front here, and then inside it, the zip bit, you've got like a big pouch and then a bunch of like card slots and things. You can take it with you. I probably won't, because when I travel I kind of am quite organised. I have my passport in my pocket and I've got, you know, everything where I need it. But if you're one of those people that likes everything in one place, keep that in your bag and then you're good to go. But I like it because it shows that you can have leather quality goods from vegetables. Totally vegan. It's genius. And finally, this book here, this is by Bill Bryson. I haven't read a word yet, but Bill Bryson is probably my favourite. I would say he's my favourite factual author. One of my favourite books ever is called, oh, what's it called? It's up there somewhere. It's called A History of Nearly Everything, and it's just brilliant. He writes a lot of travel stuff, which is good, but his kind of sciencey things fascinate me.
He's a literary genius.
Isn't he? Sarah bought me this for Christmas or my birthday. Do you remember?
You've got so many books, babe.
Christmas or birthday.
One of the two.
There's only 3 days between them, but basically it takes you on a tour of the human body, which just fascinates me because I'm very sciencey. So once I've read this book, which I'm getting towards the end of now, which is again about the body, but about dead bodies, I'm going to move on to this one.
That makes me think of the weird exhibition that we went to.
Yeah. I kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fascinating. And weird.
What did you go to next?
We went to, called Body World.
Body Works?
Body Works or Body World? I can't remember. This is staying in the vlog, by the way, because it's really interesting. There's a place on Piccadilly, I think it's called Body... You think it's called what? Body Works?
Yeah.
Where they used to
I think it's called Body World.
Have the Ripley's Believe It or Not museum.
Yes.
It's on the corner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Google it for me, because I'll tell Google the
Body.
story.
Or maybe it is
Basically,
World.
it's really weird and morbid, but also truly fascinating. There's a thing called plastination, where you fill bits of human bodies up. If you donate your body to science, they can fill bits of you up with plastic stuff, like resin, which then sets, and then they strip away the rest of you. So there's people there that are just made from their like vascular system. There are people that are just muscles. There are just organs, but you can see them in like because they're like plastinated. They don't like rot and they don't distend and turn different colours and shapes and things if you have to store them in some other capacity. So it is weird that you're looking at actual people, but it's also just really, really interesting.
Body Worlds.
Body Worlds. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Ah, I'm a genius.
Correct.
Um,
We went there for research.
we went there for research for a film I have written actually, which may or may not ever get made, who knows, but it was really interesting. So if you're in London and you're looking for something interesting to do, and if you're a bit sciencey,
Wait, are they real bodies?
they're real
Yeah.
bodies. Yeah, people donate their bodies to science, and then they get, you know, that's what happens. They donate their body, I think, specifically to that science. I
I
suppose.
thought this was like looking at these pictures. I thought these were like mannequins.
No.
No, you're literally
Oh,
looking
that's
at
creepy.
dead bodies.
They're posing next to a dead person that they've put in that
Sarah's
position.
not into it.
Yeah.
Oh,
But the people
It's
whose
just a
bodies they
building
are,
for dead
they know
bodies.
what they're getting into.
sycophants.
They want that to happen. That's what they've donated themselves for. I think it's really interesting, and I think also like it all adds to education and to the people's knowledge of how the body works. And I don't think I'd do it myself, but I can certainly appreciate people that do. Well, on that note, that is the end of this video because I have to get changed. Sarah and I are going to an event tonight with Armani. I'm not taking my camera there because it's really dark now, and also one of those things that you can't really film. So thanks very much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye.